Hello, good evening once again. This is Radio Top Africa, and I still remain your servant, Otabil Jr. Once again, it's another day, it's another week, it's another time to sit with Scarecrow and to discuss things going on round this world. You know, it's been cagey. It's been, how do I put it? A lot is happening around this world. Throughout the week, a lot is happening, and we'll put up a discussion for you to know what is happening around. There are some things you know, there are some you don't know. There are some things happening way back home you know. There are some things way back home you don't know. There are some things happening in Europe. There are some things happening in Africa. You know some you don't know. Some you would know, but you might not know the reasons behind those things. Some you would have reasons, but the reasons might not be the right reasons. So we are here to channel that information and to give you the right information so that you'll be abreast with time. Bible says that the people of Issachar, they believed in numbers. They believed in timing. So you should always believe in time. And whatever thing that happens at any point in time, it helps you shape your vision. It helps you get to know what is happening around the world. It helps you take decisions, and it helps you do whatever thing that you are doing. I'm your servant, Otabil Jr., and we are streaming live on all our media platforms. On Facebook is Radio Top Africa, on YouTube is Radio Top Africa, and on TikTok is Radio Top Africa. I am produced by the numero uno producer in Germany, Johnny Amwako. Man, he's doing a great job for Radio Top Africa. I said here with Scarecrow, and you know the year is gradually creeping to an end. We've eaten almost all the years, all the days. We are gradually setting to the second part. I think today is 7th or 17th, 7th, all right. So that means that we are gradually creeping to the end of the year. It has been a hectic year, 2025. We would be entering into 2026. I know that you've gone through a lot. I know today is on the 10th. Yeah, I know you've gone through a lot. I know there are certain times things didn't work out for you. There are certain times things worked out for you. But there's one advice I keep on telling. It is not over until it is over. I believe in God, and I believe that God doesn't create for creating's sake. He creates for a reason. God creates every human being for a reason and to fulfill a certain purpose. So up to the time that your purpose would you finish fulfilling that purpose, then you would leave planet Earth. So the fact that you are still on Earth means that your purpose is not yet fulfilled. It means that there's something still left in you that needs to be achieved. It means that you have something in you that the world needs. It means that you have something in you that your family needs. And there's one thing you should also know, that God knows the reason why he created me into my family. Not into Scarecrow's family, not into Johnny Amwakon's family, not into any other family. So it means that I am purposeful. I have a plan. That is why God placed me in my family. So there is something I have to achieve in my family. And that is what I'm doing. So I need to achieve something in my family. I need to achieve something in the community I find myself. I need to achieve something in the nation called Ghana. And I need to achieve something in the continent called Africa. So I am not just a passerby. I am an influencer. I believe that I need to influence the society I find myself in and make sure that when I'm dead and gone, my name will still be mentioned. And notice one thing, that a prophet is always a villain when he's alive, but he becomes a hero when he's dead and gone. I still remain your servant, Otabil Jr., and I'm here with Scarecrow, the historian. Good evening, Scarecrow.
Good evening, sir.
Hope you are doing good.
Sure. And you?
I'm also good. Greetings to my mother, Mami Sewa.
Okay.
Mami Sewa, I miss you so much. Wherever you are, I've seen your call. I'm going to get back to you, Mami Sewa. Mami Sewa, my mother, I miss you so much. And I'll give you a call when I'm done on radio. Thank you very much. And thank you to my fellow viewers and listeners. Today is going to be interactive, so wherever you are, pick up your pens and your papers.
Sure.
And send your questions across. You can call us on 0049 when you're outside Germany. 0176-360-54503. When you are in Germany, it's 0176-360-54503. And send a message through WhatsApp, and I'm going to read them. You can also send a message on our Facebook link, on our TikTok link, on our YouTube link, and I will do the reading for you. As you always know, I don't read insulting messages. I read constructive messages that are critics, but they are constructive, not those that would bring images down. Skakro, good evening.
Good evening.
Hope you are good.
Yes, boss.
Yes, God has been gracious.
Sure.
I always want to start from my motherland, and
Ghana, yeah.
and move.
Charity begins at home.
Yes.
To always start from home.
Yes. So I just want to start from home and see what is happening home. So let's look at what is happening this week in Ghana. So Charlie Ghana, let us see you on board. Let's see you having sending your messages. We're going to look at Skako. Let's look at the bilateral relations between Ghana and Israel and what is happening. You know, we are a state,
Sure.
so definitely we have certain sort of bilateral relations between Ghana and Israel. Sure. And I think today it is out there that Israel has deported 3 of our people.
Sure.
And in response,
Yeah.
Ghana has also deported 3 of Israel's people. Some of us, we support it 100%. Some of us. But I don't know how Scarecrow sees it. So let's look at the diplomatic relations and why.
Okay.
And how. Whether it's going to affect us. Is it the right direction or it's in the wrong direction?
Okay. For me, because of history, I like to go back into history a little bit. We have good relations with Israel. It didn't start from today.
Okay.
After our independence, the first country that helped Ghana was Israel. You know, Ben Gurion,
Okay.
he's the one who gained independence for Israel, or who established Israel in 1948. And his foreign minister, she was a lady called Golda Meir.
Okay.
In 1965, this thing, it has been like its history has repeated itself.
Okay.
That's why I want to go back to history so that we come to today's issue. In 1965, when Ghana hosted the OAU conference, in Accra, it was organized at Job 600.
Yeah.
It was called Kwame Nkrumah Conference Hall before, and they named it Job 600 to signify the 600 project of Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana, his 600 project. And the man who built the Job 600 is called Victor Adigbite, Ghanaian contractor. He also built Peduasi Lodge.
Okay.
And also Ghana International Trade Fair Center. It was also built by Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So Israel was the first country to help Ghana. You see, Ghana national security, it was set up by Israel.
Okay.
It was set up by Israel. And if you hear about young pioneers, or if you have heard about young pioneers, it was also from Israel and Brigade.
Okay.
So Osajefo, together with Ben Gurion, you know, they helped Ghana for establishing our security. So Israeli soldiers, they are really, really strong soldiers.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is why Ghanaian soldiers are also strong. So we use Israeli soldiers and security to set up our also Ghana security.
That means that we have a good bilateral relationship with Israel.
Since independence, they were the first country to help Ghana.
Okay.
After Ghana gained independence from Britain.
Wow.
Yes. And they are very strong people and very intelligent people. So in 1965, when Ghana hosted the OAU conference, October.
Yeah.
You know, it was for Africa, not for the whole world.
Okay.
But Israeli ambassador, that time she was called Golda Meir, the lady. She was a guest at that conference.
Okay.
So when she came and she saw the Tunisians, Libyans, Moroccans, then they also got angry that they will not enter the hall. You understand?
Okay.
If Israeli ambassador is there. So they should sack the lady, Godameh, from there before they enter the conference. You understand? So that time, Krobodusei was the director of state protocol. So he went and told the Israeli woman, that Godameh, that we have had our independence already, but this conference is about Africans. So if you can give us a break, then after the conference, we will come and we'll have a talk on with you. You understand?
Okay.
So Israeli government didn't take it kindly. Say, hey, you Ghana, the country that I have helped, you understand?
Okay.
We established your national security brigade, young pioneers, everything for you, and now you are throwing us out because of these Arab people. So this kind of bilateral issues, it didn't start from today.
Okay.
It started in 1965 when Ghana hosted the OAU conference in Accra, October. Osagyefo used 3 months to build Job 600 office, Job 600. It was the 600 project of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
And because of the Israel-Palestine war, Ghana voted. We see when the war comes, they say the people who support Israel and the people who support Palestine. And that brought this kind of bilateral issues.
Okay.
Yes, because Israel think that Ghana never supported them.
Those times?
Yeah, no, just now, today, when they started Palestine and Israel.
Okay.
Yeah, this Benjamin Netanyahu.
Sure.
Yeah. And Iran also came inside. Ghana went in support of the Palestine.
Oh.
Yes, because if you check the Israel history, the Palestine was established in 1920. You understand?
Okay.
Before Israel came in 1948.
Okay.
So if you check the Middle East, the first person to occupy the space were the Palestinians in 1920, and Israel came in 48.
Okay.
So how can you claim the bigger part of the land? And I don't blame them. I blame British Empire and the United Nations, because they demarcated the land instead of them to mark it straight like how they did North and South Korea.
Okay.
But Israel, how they divided Israel and Palestine, you see the part of Israel being in the place of Palestine and part of Palestine being in the place of Israel.
Okay.
That is causing this problem there. You understand?
Okay.
So I like it when Ghana retaliated, but it doesn't supposed to go this way.
Okay.
I think they should sit down and have a dialogue and solve this
diplomatic
problem.
dialogue.
Yes, and solve this problem rather than retaliating, and it doesn't bring respect.
And you see, my other problem is one of the people that loves to travel a lot are Ghanaians.
Yes.
So definitely, when you're going to weigh Ghanaians and Israelis, you get to know that we have traveled more than them.
Yes. When two elephants fight, is the grass that suffers.
Sure.
You understand? Not the elephant. And even Kenya import oranges from Israel. Even Ghana, we import a lot of things from Israel. But Israel is a small country.
Yeah.
And they are also the strongest soldiers in this world. You know, after the Holocaust in 1945, I don't want to go into German history a little bit too much, but after the Holocaust, they created a security agency called Mossad.
Okay.
It's like the CIA and Russia's KGB. They made sure that everybody that is having the Israeli blood on their hands, they will take that person down.
Okay.
Yes, including Nazi Germany soldiers who eliminated most of the Jews in 1945 during the Second World War. They chased them in Argentina. Even if you are living in Russia, they will find you.
You have to be wiped out.
Yes, they will send somebody there and make sure you are eliminated. Even if you are in Afghanistan, they will send somebody there. So they have, that I don't like how they are killing people, but I like how they are taking down the people that they have Israeli blood on their hands.
Okay.
But Africa, look at Africa. King Leopold II of Belgium, he killed 20 million Africans in Congo. But you see how Germans are compensating the Israelis, but it is not the same to Africa.
Maybe it's because of our bargaining power. We don't have that gust.
That is why Osagyefo was calling for a United States of Africa. Divided we are weak. You see what you are saying? Because the Jews are being supported by Israel and America.
Sure.
The founder of Google is a Jew. You understand? The founder of WhatsApp. So the Jews have made America rich. That is why America is protecting Israel at all costs.
No, because there's a saying that Jews are so smart.
Yes.
That when you give a Jew a foot in your country,
yes,
he will end up taking the whole country. Yes. You don't know how they develop in your country when they get in there.
What I've learned from them is that I have a friend who always say that if you want to be rich, think about how the Jews think. It's like in Christ, if you are poor on this earth, you are rich in heaven.
Yeah, sure.
But the Jews also think that if you are rich here, you'll be rich in heaven.
The Jews are not Christians.
No. They are not Christians.
Sure, I know.
Yeah. So according to them, they team up and work together. It's like a Jehovah's Witness. That's what they do.
Okay.
If someone is want to buy this pen and he know that there is a Jewish person selling this, even with 3 hours, they don't mind. They will take car and go there and buy from the Jewish people.
That means they protect their own.
Yes. That's why when Trump came, he's putting America interest first. The aid that they were giving to Africa and some other countries, said no, now he's going to exchange that for money.
No, so if Ghanaians know that these are the characters of the Jews, they are strong in the military, they
strong as a bond.
Yeah, they support themselves.
Yeah.
And that they have deported, we are also deported.
Yeah.
It means that in the near future,
that's surface.
That's surface. So.
That's why I will always not like, you want the Ghana youth to travel outside Ghana, go to Kuwait, go to Dubai, go to Qatar, go to Israel, and work for greener pastures and bring money to their family members. You understand? So President Mahama, he has failed. The first day he did that shows that he has failed in governance. He cannot do anything. Because the Qatars and the Dubai, they don't bring their people here. It's not trees that are living there. It's human beings. They try to develop their country. They try to put things into good places. Not mismanagement. Saglime, Collins Dauda.
Yeah.
They gave him money to complete Saglime housing project. He was not able to complete Saglime housing project.
Sure.
And now he's walking free, and somebody light fire in Saglime. You understand? So if you say your people should go outside and seek for greener pastures, that means you are a failed father. I'm not against him, but that is the truth.
So that policy itself,
it's a
Scarecrow
fail.
Doesn't support it.
No. The first day I saw that, I said, no, Mahama has failed. He never learned anything in 8 years. No, because if you check this Galamsey issue, every day this last month we have 1.1 something, we have 10 billion something. But are they using the money to transform the lives of Ghanaians? No. They are investing that money into our foreign exchange so that the cedi can match the dollar. You understand?
Okay.
But you don't produce anything. You import everything to Ghana, including toothpick. Toothpick. Look at Germany. Germany produce Mercedes-Benz, VW, Opel, Audi. You understand? So if I'm from Ghana and I want to come and buy something in Europe here from Mercedes-Benz, maybe I want to buy bonnet, engine or something like that. Because Germany is using euro, I have to change my Ghana cedi in Ghana to euro.
Sure.
You understand? So the moment I bring the euro here, automatically, if the German euros are 100 pieces and I bring like 20, it will go up to 120 pieces. That is what push the foreign exchange. You don't need to pack money, destroy your galamsey. You set up gold board. You see, in May alone, gold board exported 11 tons of gold valued at 1.1 billion. $3 million can give us train. $3 million can give us train. Germany here, $3 million can give us train. We are the largest producer of gold, but we don't have a single train in Ghana. We are the largest producer of gold. We don't have a single plane. Mahama went to IMF. He took money there and built Terminal 3. How do you explain that? You don't have car, but you always build garage for somebody to come and park and give you 1 cedi. Huh? Why can't you use the money that you are getting from the gold board to buy or establish Ghana Airways so that it can employ people? We have air hostess, airline receptionists.
I was talking to a big man yesterday, and I had to raise this point.
Okay.
So what he told me was that for years, Ghana has been adhering to the principles of the IMF.
Sure.
So the IMF basically has a way of dictating the pace for Ghana and other African countries. So what Ghana is doing now is exactly the same thing that China did.
Yeah.
So what China did was to move away from the principles of our IMF. So they were rather pumping money. So they were doing contrary to the things that IMF did. So they were also pumping money into the system just to stabilize the economy, to derail from the principles of the IMF. So he believes that exactly that is what the Bahama government is doing.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
So when China did the same thing, they did destroy the lands and the waters in China. Did they destroy it?
No, I don't think they used galamsey.
Yes, Singapore. That is why I always say that in every society, the people that represent you decide your destiny. Singapore is not having gold. Singapore doesn't have diamond. They don't have timber. Even land they don't have. Even water to drink they don't have. But they have modified the sea. We call it Epo. You understand? In Ghana, they have modified the sea so that it can become natural mineral water like this. And they drink it in Singapore. Now Singapore, they have built flats in Singapore and they are doing hydroponic agriculture. People are not mining on the farm anymore. We are in 21st century. We are still farming in Ghana like in the 90s. Singapore, they don't have gold, but they are richer than Ghana. So the person that is saying that, I wish like I'll meet him one day and I ask him this question. We should not depend on galamsey alone. Gold is there ever since even since we had independence. But because they are not creating jobs and the people that they are ruling them to, they are not civilized. They don't know that today we are even using drones for agriculture on a large scale, so that we can say, oh, Ghana is producing maize. This time around, we are going to produce so amount of tons. You understand? Like cocoa. Next year, we are. Oh God.
Let me give you the largest exporter of gold in Switzerland, followed by UAE.
Okay.
Then the UK, Canada, and the United States. So when I read these things, I was going through it last week.
Okay.
And if Switzerland is the largest exporter of gold in the world.
Yeah, but they don't mind gold in Switzerland. Do you know something? All the African leaders, Sani Abacha of Nigeria, Yahya Jammeh of Gambia, they stole all the money, including Charles Taylor, and they saved the money in Switzerland. Do you know that during First and Second World War, Switzerland was free country. They have built bunkers that you cannot attack Israel or Switzerland or invade Switzerland. So every country, that is where they save their money. Even Rollins, when they were taking Ghana cocoa to Switzerland, they were having account, their Swiss account, with Kunedu Ajima and Rollins. So all the African leaders, when they steal the money, people like Mobutu Sese Seko, Nkungu Asabanda, he saved a lot of money in Switzerland. So Switzerland is like I say, a criminal state, because when they allow you to bring your money, they will not give it back to I think last year, then Nigerians bring the evidence that Sani Abacha, he has a lot of money in Switzerland. When Nigeria government want to go for the money, they never gave it back to Nigeria. But when it's like this act, You know, they brought Ghana, Otumfuo. Otumfuo also take colonial items that will belong to the art. But when it's money, they don't bring it. That's what Switzerland is doing. That's why they are the largest exporter of gold. It's a criminal state. Yes, but African leaders, they have myopic thinkers. I don't know how they think. I don't know where they sleep. Sometimes, no. You steal the money from your country and you save in foreign country.
So is it a smart move?
By the Switzerland, yes.
Okay.
Of course, go to Switzerland. The whole Europe is the best country. Go there and see. One day I can go there with you. They have bunkers. I've been there before. That's why they station. You do know that the refugee, this thing is the Red Cross and FIFA headquarters. Even United Nations, everybody is police. In Switzerland, everybody is police. Everybody knows their neighbor. The work you do, your character, everything. That's what they are doing there. Switzerland. They will not tell you that, oh, that money is for your country. It's not good for you to bring it here. Take it back. No, they will support their leaders to bring the money there. But when they bring the money and later they want to go for it, they say no.
Let me give you the second breaking news before I let Kofi talk, because we are dealing with gold.
Okay.
And one of the shocking things that I read was that Switzerland is the largest exporter. But when you look at the country with the largest
producer
deposit of gold in the country.
Okay.
Like the largest country, the country that has a lot of gold.
Yes. UK.
It's China.
Okay. Yes, China.
China has a lot of gold on their land.
Okay.
You get my point?
Yeah.
So the country that has a lot of gold, you need their land. Like in the land, like the way we say Ghana, there's a lot of gold.
Yeah,
so,
China.
So the rich house, China has a lot of gold on their land.
No, it's not.
They are not mining. No, yes, that is.
I know.
They are not mining the gold.
Yes.
But they come all the way to Africa, Ghana, and to mine our gold, and their reserves, their deposit on the land is still there.
Yeah, Aisha Juan. China is destroying our water bodies. They bring the chamfan. They show Ghanaians how to use chamfan to mine. Cyanide, mercury. They are bringing all this and also buy pump action guns for the guys to protect the forest.
Yeah.
China. So you see what you are saying. So China is protecting its land from destroying because of Galamsey. And we the Africans, we welcome them, how do you call it, nicely for them to come and destroy our water bodies. If you go to China, if you go to Ghana, they understood Chinese man. China man, they understood him as a chief in Ghana. You understand? A Chinese man is doing is a lotto agent in Ghana. They are doing momo. They are giving birth with our sisters there.
But a Chinese, I think the Ghana ambassador to China or Japan.
Korea. Kofi Korea, yes.
Yes. That is great news, you know. That is great news. If Kofi Korea is a Ghanaian, it's good news.
Ask yourself, will a person born in China will be appointed as a how do you call it? As ambassador to Ghana? Kofi Korea.
I love my country, man.
They are just jokers, you understand?
I love that country they call Ghana.
No.
A country that has. You see, I read the news this week and I was.
You'll be shocked.
I was shocked that the country they call Ghana, the country they call China, has a lot of gold deposit, but they are not touching the gold. They are not touching the gold, but they let their people travel all the way.
Yes.
All the way to Ghana to come and mine our gold, destroy our waters.
That's the correct way. Destroy, and go back to China and enjoy their good land.
They are leaving it for their next generation to enjoy.
Yes. And we that our next of kings, they will not even have water to drink. You understand? And we still hate this kind of leaders.
So it is so, I don't know how to put it. But it is so painful to go through that process. We'll come back in a minute. Let's take this commercial break, and we'll come back.
Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49 176 416 27723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you. Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49 176 416 27723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you. Greetings from Hamburg. My name is
Thank you very much for sitting on fence and waiting for us. We went on a commercial break, and we are back again. This is Radio Top Africa. We are streaming live on all our media platforms. On Facebook is Radio Top Africa. On YouTube is Radio Top Africa. And on TikTok is Radio Top Africa. We are having a discussion on gold, and there are serious revelations, and it's mind-boggling and worrying. Kofi, what do you say to that? That China has the largest deposit of gold in the country, deposit. So it's beneath the land.
Okay.
And that Switzerland is the largest exporter of gold. So I don't think when you go to Switzerland, the way we are mining our gold, I don't think that's the way they are doing it there. So this Galamsey thing, I don't think that is what they are doing in Switzerland. And I also don't think that when you go to China, since they have the largest deposit, I don't think they are mining, but they come to Africa to mine. What is your take on that?
Okay. Once again, good evening to all our listeners, wherever they are around the world. Yes, gold is it's a very important substance to every nation's development, but it depends on how we go about it, how we go about the process of gold mining and the process of refining it to actually become a valuable element. You see, if you do a little bit of economics, you realize that if a product is in its raw state, it has less value. You understand? So if you're able to refine the gold and then if you're able to transform the gold into something meaningful, that is where you get greater economic benefit out of it. Now, I was hearing my brother, the Nkrumah yesterday, the mighty scale crew, making a lot of accusations against Switzerland. What about? I want to educate our listeners a little bit. Switzerland has been a neutral state after the Congress of Vienna in 1815. So every war that has actually went on in Europe, they've not actually participated. And then during the Great Wars, the first Great War, that was from 1914 to 1918, the Allied and the Axis all agreed that, look, let's leave this state aside. Let us send our valuables there. After the war, we'll come and take it. And then during the World War II, that is from 1939 to 1945, the parties involved in the war also agreed that Switzerland will remain neutral, and then all of us will send our valuables to Switzerland. When the war is done, we will go and take our valuables. So that's what really happened. That's why they've actually remained neutral in everything that has actually gone in the world. And let me make this correction. I think for most people, they think that the World Bank is at Switzerland. No, yeah, the World Bank is not at Switzerland. The World Bank is in the United States. So let's get that perception of people's mind. Now,
I think he was talking of fever.
Yeah, most people have that intention that, they have the notion that because Switzerland is one of the best financial hubs in Europe, that is where the World Bank is actually located. I used to think that a lot until I grew up. Yes, they think it's in Geneva, but then it's actually in the United States anyway. So, and on the issue that you were saying about China having the largest deposit of gold, it's not only gold though. You see, recently there's been a lot of talk about lithium, where Ghana's parliament, now the bill has been actually repealed from parliament. Yeah. So China does not only have gold in large quantities, so they have the largest rare earth metals in quantities, but they are not mining it because an element in its rawest form has no value. You understand my point? So if our leaders are not going to set up and then do what is right for us to transform I think Ghana recently built one of the largest oil refineries on the continent before the NPP left in power in 2024. We handed it over to the state. That is what Gold Ball is using to refine most of the things that they do with gold. So if we are not able to refine the gold that we have as a country, I think it's still going to go against us. And the true economic power comes in, adding value to the raw elements that we get from the ground. The issue with our people is that for us, it's always about what we are going to get. We don't really think about what might come in the future, what the repercussions of what it is that we are doing. So if immediately we are going to get something out of it, regardless of the consequences, we don't really care that much about it. And I think that is really bad. It is going to affect our climate, our soil climate. It is going to affect life as we know it, and it has already begun. You can see, back in the days, it will be rare for you to see people within 13 years, 14 years developing liver and kidney infections. Mm-hmm. But now, because of the high presence of mercury and cyanide within the soil, within our water bodies, this has become rampant. And then this is as a result of galamsey. Look, I've said it time and again that galamsey is an existential crisis. It knows no party colors, it knows no gender, it knows no tribe. If it is coming for us, or this canker will eat all of us, nobody will remain. So if we don't come together as a country and steadfastly fight this canker, we are really going to suffer in the end. In the long run, we are the ones going to bear the responsibilities. We are the ones going to bear the consequences. So, I think the only reason why we we do some of these things poorly is because we are poor. Poverty is really abundant. I mean, it's rampant in our part of the world. So, in the haste just to get money, we have to do everything possible just to get the raw materials out, just to go and get the money, and then just to get a little bit of our savings. And I think I overheard Mr. Kuru arguing about the China and the news, or adding your point to the China and the IMF front due. I think I've said it here time and again that we've copied the Western economics for a very long time as a continent, and then it is not working for us. African leaders should come together and find the grand solution to the African problem. If we keep on looking at how these Europeans go about their way and try to bring it into our context, there are a lot of variables. So probably we might not get the results that we want. China, it didn't happen by miracle. It took the actions of one man. I've said this time and again. Deng Xiaoping changed the fortunes of an entire generation. So they call it capitalism with Chinese characteristics. So you copy it, you take the things that won't work out for you, and then you take the things that will work out for you. So that is what we should do as a continent. We shouldn't be always copying blindly what the West does, because context is very important. Otabil. Yeah. Context is very, very important. If these people, I mean, in a part of the world, if you say something, for somebody even to comply will be a very difficult thing. Compliance is very difficult in a part of the world. Mm-hmm. So if we continue to copy the Western system and then it's not working, it means that, no, look, we are different people with a different culture in a different context. This particular system is not going to work for us. So I think our leaders should be pragmatic enough, come together and then build future and long-lasting solutions that is going to work for us and then posterity that will come after us. Because one day I've heard one big man in government saying that the future is the present. Was it that? Yeah. And if we continue to have people with this particular mindset who can't see beyond their noses as leaders, future generations, we are going to suffer. You've given birth, your child is better to give birth, your child's child is better to give birth. And if you continue to deplete the natural resources, if you continue to copy wrong economic models that has not worked for us for decades, then what future are we living for? Okay, so I think that, I mean, African leaders, they have a huge responsibility. And then our people, you see, almost all the time, Otabil, I think one time you have to dedicate a segment to the people of Africa. Most of the time, Scarecrow has been hitting hard on the leaders. We shouldn't leave the people out. Because if I have a vision, and then this is where I expect my vision to get to, and if you people are not helping me get to that vision, it really becomes difficult. In account, they say that Bako for tsunami and Kata. So it means that the actions of just one man can't actually, cover the whole.
That doesn't also make you a good leader.
You see,
leaders free people to basically understand their vision and to, pragmatically follow what they want to do.
Of course, but sometimes, if you have, for instance, if you are made a leader here in Europe, the context is completely different.
Sure, well understood.
And then if you are made a leader in Africa, there are a lot of variables, and then you can't do away with these variables. Look, did you just listen to the head of Naimus? I don't know if Skelko will listen to him. The head of Naimus, yes, he said that the fight against Galamsey is very difficult because the chiefs, the elders within the community are always involved. So imagine Skelko is the police officer. He arrests somebody, and then the chief will dress in the full regalia and then come and tell the police officer that this is my nephew, release him. So if you are telling me that the one person sitting at the seat of government in Accra at the Flagstaff House should come and then enforce such laws, then where are our responsibilities as citizens? You understand my point? So if I am a leader, I can't be everywhere at any time. That is why I have deputies. And then the deputies too can't be anywhere at any time. So we as citizens, we as a people, we also have a responsibility to play in the development of our country. You understand my point? That is why here, when you are doing something and then a certain old lady sees you, you just, within a split second, and the roofing police for you. Because we all have a responsibility to play. Yes, everything is leadership. That is true. I agree. Leadership has to provide a sense of direction. This is where we are going. That is true. That I strongly agree with. But if people are not willing to actually help the leader achieve his goal, it becomes very difficult, regardless of the overwhelming majority that they endorse in an election. If the people are not willing to actually accept that change, you're going to find it difficult. So I believe that, I mean, with Switzerland and then the good, you see, what they do is that they refine the good. So instead of them to mine the good, they don't mine the good. People will mine the good, they will sell the good to them, and then they will refine the good.
And they will export it.
Of course. So that is why it makes them one of the largest exporters of gold in the world. So imagine Ghana, you dig all the gold, then you take the gold to Switzerland. Switzerland will refine the gold, necklace, earrings, ornaments, so all the things that you can think of. You understand? And then they will do it. And then if you add value to a raw material, it just doesn't create value for the material. In that particular process, in the process of adding value, it creates economic benefits.
A lot.
Of course.
So if our leaders are not ready to sit down and see that, look, it is happening. And then you know Switzerland is the largest exporter of cocoa.
Because you know, I also know, if our leaders are not ready to sit down,
Of course.
don't you think that they know, Scarecrow, don't you think that they know these things? That adding value, you have to do this and that and that. Don't our leaders know that?
They know.
So, I don't see why they have to sit down.
Look,
they are just being naive. They are just being,
It's
I
not,
don't know how to put it.
if I may come inside, it's
Okay.
not they are just being naive. They know that the people that they are governing them, they don't have that civilized mindset.
I agree with Sil. This I agree with Skill.
And I'm coming safe. Like my brother was saying that the government is not in maybe Duyakwa or Dunkwa to see that the MC or the NIMOS are doing the work. That in Europe here, Germany here, when you enter the train station, they say enter with valid ticket.
Yeah, sure.
And if you don't do that and you enter the train,
And they catch you.
we have employed another people to come and search or control you that if you have the right ticket.
Or not, yeah.
So who is watching the NIMOS if they are doing the right thing?
I think the police should do that.
Not the police. If the President Mahama or our leaders have the willing to stop Galamsey, if they know that Galamsey is causing or destroying our water bodies and our forests that our ancestors left for us many years ago, they should declare state of emergency. The same thing they said to Nana Akufo-Addo. They should do the same thing. That is the only way they can stop the Galamsey.
Scarecrow says that declare state of emergency.
You see,
Yes.
I mean, yes, the government had a lot of talk when they were in opposition. But Ghana is an economy that is heavily dependent on good. You understand what I'm
Now.
saying? Yeah. It is an economy.
Now I think gold is our
I know.
largest exporter.
They have made it to be that way.
Because they saw that if they export, they would gain more. Because so now I think gold has overtaken cocoa.
Of course.
Like I said, Singapore is richer than Ghana and a lot of African countries. But Singapore, they don't have gold. They don't have gold. They don't have even land. You understand?
That is true. That is so true.
So they are using what they have.
Yes.
Well,
Yes. So why? Okay.
Of course. I mean, it is about how efficient you use the resources. That is the whole point of economics, right? That is the whole point of economics, about using what you have efficiently to provide resources for everybody. So if this is what you have, I mean, you know the factors of demand.
For me,
right?
yeah.
I'm coming back. For me, what I know is that if you're a good father, you don't create resource for your children or your kids. You create opportunity for everybody. Take everybody to school. Help them to acquire good knowledge. After leave them, they will find what to do to make themselves have good life or better life. You understand? But if you say so if Ghana doesn't have good, will economy collapse? This is the question I have to ask them.
I think Kennedy Japan will come to me. I think he said this some other time.
You understand? We can use cocoa. We can produce a lot of things from cocoa. Medicine, drink, soap, even cassava, even corn. Kube. Coconut. Go to Riviera and see how they are using coconut here. Here they don't even have it much.
But
Kofi, if we don't have gold in Ghana, let's think that we are stopping Galamsey.
Yes.
Nobody should mind. Seriously. Galamsey has ended. Can't our economy thrive?
Look, then what is going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of taxes on the people. The government is going to burden the people in order to generate revenue. You see,
So can't there be another source of
You have to
now we have crude, but the percentage the government is getting is even tinier. So gold eventually becomes the largest contributor of government's revenue. You understand my point? So should they take out gold, it means there is going to be shortfalls in revenue for the government. And if that happens, the only option of the government is to tax the people, of which is not going to do because it will become unpopular among the electors. And that's Keoku said. The government wants to win the next election, so the government is not also willing to actually cut down on gold production and cut down on gold. That is why this government is so failing much to declare state of emergency on Galamsey.
So Scarecrow, the question is back to you.
Okay.
Let's take it that we don't have gold in Ghana.
Yeah.
Can't our economy thrive?
It can.
Without gold?
Yes.
Let's take that we drop gold.
Yes. Even me, I can do it. Very simple.
So give us some pragmatic
Okay.
ideas that you think can help.
The same problem, like we are dependent on gold. The same problem happened in Venezuela.
Okay.
It was the richest country in the 60s and 70s because they were having a lot of oil revenues. But because of this geopolitics, Cold War, and all these things, now Venezuela is the poorest country in Latin America.
Okay.
The people even find food in trash. They don't even use their currency anymore under this guy, Nicolas Maduro. So now that their biggest refinery, all of them spoiled, and they were not having money to, to fix it or repair it. So it made their oil poured on the, sea. You understand? So Venezuela is poor country now. What I want to say is that you cannot depend on gold alone to survive. If you think that way, then you have very bad leadership. You are a very bad father. You understand? Because if you don't have gold today, then you die tomorrow. So the money that you are getting from gold, the CEO of Topical,
Desmond John Bedi.
he said something that if you look at Ghana, the hardwares like iron rods, nails, headpans, and all these things, they buy it more in Ghana because Ghana is still a developing country.
Yeah.
We are still coming up small. So Osadifo set up Tema Steel Works. We're manufacturing iron rods and nails in Ghana. So the money that we are getting from the Galamsey or the gold board, how can't we revive even one of them? One of them. The last time I heard our police use their own money to buy uniform, we have Japan Textiles. Just revive one so that we can create uniforms for our security personnel. So if you have Japan Textiles and Tema Steel Works, we are no more importing iron rods from different countries. We are doing in our own country. It can create jobs for us. If we revive Kumasi Shoe Factory, we were having contract to produce shoes for Tito of Yugoslavia. Tito, the Serbian soldier, we were producing their shoes for them. But today, Kumasi Shoe Factory is sold and it's China more. So if you say we can...
China more is bent even.
Yes, it must bend again. Because if you look at how they are ruling the country, I don't see them as leaders. How can you say you depend on only gold? So if you don't have gold tomorrow, you are going to die.
No, I think that's not the argument.
No, I'm not even arguing. I'm just giving this thing here.
Okay.
If you go to Tanzania, they have Tanzanite and gold. When John Paul Magufuli was in as a minister, we have Barrick Gold. They are from Canada. That is why when you said the largest exporters, Canada is among. Yes, they have Barrick Gold. It's a company from Canada. They came with Acacia. Acacia was mining Tanzanite in Tanzania. They were working under the subsidiaries of Acacia. So they were not paying taxes to the people of Tanzania, and they were giving the leaders some money called royalties. John Paul Magufuli was watching them. Immediately he clinched to the power. He sealed Barrick Gold $100 billion for mining Tanzania gold without paying taxes. Look at what he did there. He built trains. Even if you construct railway from Accra to Tamale, Accra to Olibo, it can generate money for the economy. You understand?
Well understood. Kofi, I think there are two things that I think you would debate about it, but Scarecrow will be happy about.
Okay.
I just want to look at your comments and Kofi, can you read this?
When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60% of it was done by Nkrumah. I'm just 9 years from 1957 to 1968, and up to now we have not been able to match this.
Okay.
Kennedy or Hine Japan.
Okay, and this one too.
My aim is to beat my role model, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's record, if I am given the opportunity to become president.
All right, so let's talk about these two things.
Okay.
Do you agree with what your party stalwart is saying?
Okay.
I know you are not a Kennedy fan, but in as much that he's a party stalwart and that he's a leader in the party and that he's fighting to become the president of or the flag bearer of your party, these are his words. Do you agree or disagree? And if you agree, if you disagree, where do you stand? If you agree, what do you say to it also?
Okay, so I think I disagree number first on the fact that
which one?
The 60% of the infrastructure was done by Kwame Nkrumah. I think that's not a fact.
Okay.
He did most of the infrastructure, but not 60%.
Okay.
Because I mean, from 1957 to 2000 to 2025, Ghana has really evolved. There's been a lot of infrastructure in Ghana. Okay. So if you say that Kwame Nkrumah did alone 60% of Ghana's infrastructure, I really don't think that's an economic duty. Okay. Yes, if you aspire, you see, the last time I was having a conversation with Desmond, and then he was saying that for him, Nkrumah is a visionary and he has a vision. So if the aim of Honorable Kennedy or Hine Japan is to beat Kwame Nkrumah, that I hold no qualms against him. You understand my point? So I think that we are lacking behind in infrastructure as a country. That I agree with Hine Japan. Because I mean, almost 60 years after independence, almost getting to 70 years after independence, there are certain things that you don't expect us to lack. Of course, look at a whole country like Ghana. We don't have a major road linking the two most busiest cities in the country, and yet, of course, and then yet we are still here fighting over Obake and Akwaba. Sometimes it's really sad. Understand my point? We don't have a train connecting us from the very southern part of the country, the Ghana language, to the most northern part.
Because you live in Germany and that you see the importance of trains. That's why you are talking about train. No. Because when you go to Ghana now, you talk of train linking the southern part. They will tell you, what do you mean? We need the roads. You are talking of trains.
No, look. What about for an economy to move? Infrastructure is very key. Sure. And then if in infrastructure,
I well understood, but I'm saying that they will tell you they need the roads. So that is more than trains.
No, look, but if you're in this current dispensation and then you think that road travel is better than road travel, then probably you don't really.
I think we will debate one of these days. Road and road travel. You don't transport. And which one is the best?
You don't look. I've seen first eyewitness where the Germans were transporting natural gas by rail. They were transporting natural gas. You remember the Joint disaster? So you really think that if we had rails connecting these cities, this accident would have happened?
And the way they transport even cars, and when you see the cars by train and the speed at which they are running,
so it means that if you clear your goods from port and then they're not supposed to go by the road, you're going to get them on time. It will be good for business. You understand my point? So yes, in infrastructure we are lacking as a country. That is so true. There are a lot of things that as it stands we are supposed to have, but then we don't. Due to mismanagement on the part of leaders, due to carelessness on the part of followers, and then due to our irresponsibility as citizens of the country to hold politicians accountable to their words, regardless of which political party you belong to, whether NPP or NDC. You understand me? So I think that for Honorable Kennedy, I want to say 60% is a bit of an overestimation because Ghana has really moved from.
So what is your percentage
for Kwame Nkrumah?
Yeah.
For me, probably as at that particular time. In that particular state, as
he's saying that
since independence.
Yes, I mean that's 57 to 66 that he ruled for 9 years, but he has the. I mean, most of the existing infrastructure in this country, 60% was almost done by him. They're existing currently.
Are you sure?
60, I don't know, but that's what I'm asking.
So you think the University of Ghana was not built by Nkrumah?
I'm asking.
Yeah, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology was not built by Nkrumah.
So built by all of them was built by Nkrumah.
No, you are lying. You are telling me, you are telling us. In 1940,
Don't say I'm telling lies. Do your research.
before,
Maybe you disagree.
before,
Yes, but
before.
don't tell me I'm
No,
telling
look,
lies, you know.
I'm coming. So,
Okay, I'll do a reset now.
No.
You can continue doing your
University of
and I'll
Ghana.
pick up a reset now.
University of Ghana was built somewhere in 1943. That time,
Okay, you heard it's my time. I'll come
Yeah.
inside.
No, but do you know for a fact that Kwame Nkrumah University was not built by him?
Yeah, of course. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology was not built by Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
It was just named after Kwame Nkrumah. So every time you tell me Kwame Nkrumah built the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, no, he wasn't the one who built it. Built the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. So I mean that's so most of the existing infrastructure was not built by Nkrumah. The current flag towers, which is being occupied by the president, was not built by Nkrumah. You understand my point? So most of the roads connecting to some of our bigger cities were not constructed by Nkrumah. So I really don't think that. And then even with Akosombo Dam, it doesn't really provide electricity for the whole of the country. It provides electricity for a particular sector of the country. You understand my point? So Valco, I mean, all these companies have been built by successive governments and successive people. So yes, I don't think 60%. That is an overestimation. I really don't agree with that. Skeku, you can jump in.
The University of Ghana wasn't built by a single person,
Of course.
but was established in 1948 as the University College of the Gold Coast on the recommendation of the Asquith Commission,
Of course.
with key facilitations by Ghanaian intellectuals like Dr. J.B. Dankwa, while later vision and development, including acquiring land and building the modern campus at Legon, were driven by Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who also became the first chancellor.
Yes. You see.
So, but he didn't build the university.
Let me talk.
He didn't build the university.
No.
The university was established by.
So
by
establishment doesn't mean infrastructure.
Yes. That's what you.
No. Look,
Wait.
Look.
So that we don't spoil the program. Let me talk.
Desmond can establish Top Africa.
Okay.
But infrastructure wise, you being the next president of Top Africa,
Okay,
can build
the
major infrastructure of Top
so,
Africa.
So what is your argument?
So what he's saying is that the infrastructure was built by him, but it was established.
The pussy infrastructure. Be specific.
Acquiring land and building the modern campus at Legon.
Okay.
Was driven by Ghana.
So good. So modern campus. It doesn't mean that, as I'm saying. So there are certain things Kwame Nkrumah built. Like if you go to the Kovano Teaching Hospital, there are some of the structures that was built by Nkrumah, and then they are being renovated. They are being renovated by successive government. It doesn't necessarily mean that every building within that particular premise was actually built by the president.
Key figures.
You understand my point?
Asquith Commission,
of course.
So recommended the establishment of the university.
UP, they will not understand. No.
In the British colonies, yeah.
They will not understand.
J.B. Dankwa, a significant intellectual who facilitated the process of the university college. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, as president, acquired land from local chiefs for the new Legon campus and oversaw
the land.
its development into the full University of Ghana and serving as the vice chancellor.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
So I can come inside.
You can.
Thank you. Okay. I want to clear this before I go on to Ken's word. KNUST was established by Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in 1951. Prempeh II, he built Prempeh College in 1949. In 1951, when Osajifo won his first elections, he became leader of government business. Like when I say when someone is leader of government business, that means when he is in the Parliament House, he is just MP. You know, Osajifo was the first candidate of Ododo Accra Central. So Prempeh II gave him the land because he was not having that power. But when he has the land, they can help him to build it. The same thing happened to Ghana National College in 1948 with Kwesi Planch and others. You understand? If you come to Legon, it was Town College of Gold Coast. It's like the same thing like our airport. It was British military base, and he came and expanded it and made it international so that every plane can land there.
So, Scott, let me bring this in.
Okay.
The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology was built by one person, but evolved from the Kumasi College of Technology, established in 1951 by the Ghanaian government. While Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president, played a critical role in its growth and renamed it after himself.
I don't think he did the. I don't think he did
No,
the.
it was Prempeh who named it after us.
I don't think Nkrumah named the
It
university
was,
for him.
it was Kumasi Central.
He wasn't the initial founder. The colonial government started it, and Nkrumah's vision expanded it significantly, making him its namesake and a key figure in its development.
Of course, but
So, let me come to Ken Matters.
Sure.
You see, the UP people, they are very diabolic people. You know, I'm not saying because of you. No,
No,
because,
No, but that is your statement. You can't
Yeah.
you have the right to make your statement.
Yes. The reason why I'm saying that is because they always portray JB Dankwa and Buzia as the best leaders in Ghana. JB Dankwa never won elections in Ghana, but they say he's a leader. I don't know which country he led. But he lost election in 51. He lost election in 54. He lost election in 56. He lost election in 1960. Even his former wife, Mebedov Dankwa, rejected him and followed Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Sajifo and won the first female seat as the first female parliamentary of Ghana, Mebedov Dankwa. So that is there. But if you come to Buzia, the so-called best West African university student, when he came with Progress Party in 1969, that time, before, when Osajifo was overthrown, Ghana was exchanging 1 cedi to $1 and 1 euro and 1 pound. But when Buzia came, he went to IMF and the cedi dropped to 55 shillings. The so-called best leader in Ghana, they've never seen some before. We were buying 1 cedi with 55 shillings in 1971, 27th of December. And that triggered a champ who said, no, how can you spoil the economy like this? Because even Ankara was exchanging 1 cedi with $1. You understand? So that triggered a champion, and a champion made a coup in 1972. Then a champion said, no, we cannot sell the 1 cedi to 55 shillings. That is very disgraceful. So a champion raised it to 78 shillings. You understand? Instead of the 55. That is why he overthrew this guy, Buzia, the so-called best university student. But they don't tell you this truth. You can check it. I have it. The last time I sent it for you.
Yeah.
It's there in 1971. Buzia spoiled the economy. He didn't do anything. So why Canadian Japan? He's UP man. He's MPP man. They always claim that Osajifu used our money. He spent our money in Guinea, in this place, on necessary propagandas. But when they come to power and they want to compare their leadership, lifestyle, qualities, they don't choose Buzia. They don't choose JB Dankwa. When Anadu came, he was saying that he's showboy. Showboy, it was given to Osajifu. You understand? It was given to Osajifu. Nana Akufo-Addo always portray himself or compare his leadership to Osajifu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. But look at the end of your leadership. That's why they are taking your people to court each and every day to Yoko. You understand? So the UP, they have something behind they cannot tell Ghanaians. The truth of the matter is that Osajifu Dr. 60% is even small because Kennedy doesn't even know much about Osajifu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. For me, he did almost 90% of all the infrastructures in Ghana. Look at our airport. Look at Temamoto Way. MPP and this, they have ruled Ghana for 36 good years. If Mahama complete this 4 term, 36 good years. Who has even expanded Temamoto Way? Somebody used concrete to build road. When it gets spoiled, they are using coal tar, bitumen, to make a concrete road. It's to tell you that they are not leaders. They just come and steal from the people. Look at Kwame Duboahi. Kwame Duboahi, look at the way he was stealing money. So this UP, they always want to compare their leadership to Osajifu, but you are zero. You cannot even come to his shoes. You don't even come to his shoes. Napo went and stand on the podium that when Nanado's government goes to an end, no president in the history of Ghana can be compared to Nana Akufo-Addo. Yes, it's true, because he's the only president who went home and they are taking his members to court each and every day. We have never seen some before. Even Mahama, they accuse him of Jida, Sada, Isophoton, Bas Brandon. They never took anybody to court like this. Did you see something like this when Bananadu came? Huh? No, it's to tell you that they don't know what they are doing with private sector. Even before, when I was watching his interview with Delay, private sector, what private sector can do for Ghana? Private sector, despite Oforisapon, how many jobs can they create for Ghanaians? 34 million. You understand? You have to be, like you said, we have to make roads, trains from Accra to Elubo, from Accra to Aflawo, from Accra to Boku, so that people that they are transporting goods from Togo, people that they are importing goods from other countries, they can get the access to come, so that they will have money and feed their family. You, the president, cannot put money in someone's pocket. But when you create opportunity for everybody, they can survive by themselves. You understand? So I'm against the UP that, why is it that every time they want to compare their leadership, we have Rollins there. He is your size. Osajifo, in the year 2000, at the turn of the 20th century, the whole Africa, BBC listeners, it was not made by Western people, BBC told African listeners that they put people like Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nelson Mandela, Apollo Buto of Uganda, Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, Maurice Yamigo of Burkina Faso, Patrice Lumumba of DR Congo, and Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt, Ahmed Bembela of Algeria, Kenneth David Kaunda, your man. They added everybody's name that they want people to vote for the greatest leader of all time. Dankwa and Buzia, their names were not in. Their names were not in. So if they cannot compare their leadership qualities to none of their forefathers, they claim that they were best leaders in Ghana. It's to tell you that they are zero. Am I lying? Because everybody portray themselves to the good things. You understand? Sure. Because you cannot name your son after Osama bin Laden or Atali. You always name your son after someone, a good leader. You understand? People that their life can be translate to your children or your son's life. Not people who are criminals, not people who are dunderhead, not people who cannot do anything. You understand? So the UP, they have problems. They should have said, but I still don't like him, not because of what he said, but the truth that he's bringing out. Because the UP, that's why I throw a challenge to you that when Nanadu came, he compared his leadership to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, not Buzia, not so-called JB Dankwa. Who was funny, the page book of CIA and died in detention.
So look at this.
No.
You make an accusation. You make an accusation. And then we tell you to provide proof. We tell you to provide proof, then it becomes an issue.
Okay.
Look, I mean, he can go about all that he wants to see. You see, Nkrumah is not on the pedestal that he wants to place him. He's never there. He will never be there. That is the obvious truth. Look, that guy is not so. He's not really that special. You understand my point?
To you?
No. That is the general fact. It is by virtue of the fact that he became the first president. That is all. Look,
he won.
He won what?
Forget him.
He won what?
He won election in 51. He won election in 54. He won election in 56. I'm coming. He won election in 1960. JB Dankwa lost election in 51. He lost election in 54. He lost election in 56. He lost election in 1960.
Jerry Rawlings won in 92. You understand? He won again in 96. Mm-hmm. He won twice. He ruled the country for 27 solid years. Does it make him special?
Oh, what I was trying to say.
Look.
After years that Nkrumah is dead and gone, they were looking at the best presidents of the millennium.
No,
And
no,
I
no.
believe
He wasn't voted because he was the best president. Too. He was voted because of his Africanism. They voted him as African of the century.
No.
You understand? No, he wasn't voted as the best. You can check the facts.
No, I have it.
You can
If
check.
not, I
Look,
check it.
you can check the facts.
no,
He
no,
wasn't
no.
voted because look.
What did he do for Africa?
No.
What did he do?
So
Because I'm coming. Even I'm coming on. In 1963. No, I'm coming. I just
Was
want
it
to correct this.
Was it Kwame Nkrumah who said that our independence is meaningless?
No, but what you are saying is like no. It's not because of that.
Was
Not
it
because of that.
Please,
speech.
let me make.
Okay, you talk.
When we
You
were talking,
talk.
I was silent.
Yeah.
But you agree to that speech?
That what?
That our independence is meaningless until it is
linked
linked to the total liberation of Africa.
That is Kwame Nkrumah. That is Kwame Nkrumah's idea.
Do you agree to
No,
that
that is
statement?
Kwame. You see, look.
Do you agree to that statement?
If I agree or not, it has no bearing on
I'm
it.
just asking, do you agree to that statement?
No. My answer to that particular question has no bearing on the statement.
I understand, but that is on the side.
No, look, I'm trying to build a point, please.
Okay.
Don't interfere me. So, Kwame Nkrumah said that the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked to the total liberation of Africa. We all knew what he tried to do. I mean, we all knew what he tried to do. And then he wasn't not the person who said that I am not African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was
Africa
born in
lives in me.
Yes, that is because of his Africanism, the things that Africa can. You understand? So he wasn't voted because he was the best president. How can you vote for the best president in the world? That has a lot of variables. That involves a lot of contest. You understand my point?
Who can compare himself to Otabil? It was the best.
Please,
You are driving the thing. You know something? I'm coming. Julius Nyerere. He weathered two countries. The last time we did Tanzania history, he weathered Zanzibar and Tanganyika. He was the first president to join two countries together and make one, but he was not elected. Not because of that. How Osadifo industrialized Ghana? You understand? It was just a speech. If it was speech, then it was like many people have it, because he came to meet Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie, he gave the greatest speech in 1963. You understand? People like Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt, they were there before him. Even Osadifo was not the first OAU chairman. It was Haile Selassie. He was the third. He was the third. After Gamal Abdel Nasser, the next African leader was Osadifo. It's not because of OAU. Say the truth and be free. That is what they want to hide from the people. And later when they have the power, they say, I want to match Osadifo. I want to match Osadifo. I want to match. That's what they said. They said he took our money to Guinea. He took our money to Guinea.
Let me make my point.
Nana Akufo-Addo was comparing his government to someone.
Please, let me make my point.
Make your point.
Yes, Kwame Nkrumah is Ghana's first president, a key Pan-Africanist. So that is the point. A key Pan-Africanist was voted man. Please, let me make my point.
Pan-African does not put money.
Let me make my point. Was voted man of the millennium or greatest African of the 20th century by BBC listeners in Africa for his pivotal role in decolonization. Decolonization.
Decolonize the whole Africa.
Please. And for his continental unity through though his legacy remains complex due to his authoritarian rule later in life. So he wasn't voted. Please.
Where is this information channel from?
Google? Yeah, that's Google. Yeah. So please, he wasn't voted because Scarecrow wants to throw that in the brain. He wasn't voted because he was the best president.
He was the best.
No,
that is why he voted for him.
That is according to you. That is according. But please let me make my point.
If you say you are making your point,
look, he was never the best and he will never be the best.
He's the best.
That is the obvious truth.
But if you say that, then I will challenge that. But if you say this is your mission, your mind, fine. Because even Canada, Japan, he can be your grandson. He's older than you. He has been in Ghana. He has great jobs. Look at what he's saying. And you are here undermining Osadifo, comparing people who were not even elected in their community.
What president before actually?
No. I'm not trying to do that. Canada, Japan, he has much more experience than you. What do you have?
They don't have.
Canada, Japan, what do you have? Canada, Japan. He's older than you. He's richer than you. He has seen a lot in Ghana than you.
It doesn't mean anything.
No, it means something.
It doesn't mean anything.
Means something.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean because somebody buy food for you. You have not even taken care of maybe a crowd of people before.
So
he has worked. He has been in MP. Been with MPP since 1993.
It doesn't mean anything. Longevity
doesn't.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything.
It means something.
It doesn't mean anything.
It means something.
This is not.
It means something. It means something.
Doesn't mean anything.
That's why they are using it against Baumia and Canada Japan because of his character. If the experience doesn't mean anything, then they should vote for them straight.
So it doesn't mean anything.
Let's continue the project.
I don't even know why this argument is trying to. You made your point.
No.
You made your submissions. I am making my
what he's
submissions.
saying is
Yes.
that you should say the pair your.
Yes.
No.
But if you say he's not the best, I'll challenge you. I'm not allowed to talk.
But am I speaking for?
Because Kennedy Japan, even his last born is older than you. Kennedy Japan last born is older than you.
You don't bring age and longevity in the conversation.
No, we have to bring it.
If you
because
bring it,
the person that said
it changes the whole
CPP.
thing.
If it's CPP member who said that, I'll not say anything. He's from UP, and he has committed and contributed a lot than you sitting here undermining us.
What does it mean? What has somebody's contribution got to do anything?
It means something.
Hey, what has somebody's contribution got to do?
It means something. It means a lot. What have you contributed to MPP? Nothing.
So
just
what do you mean? What do you mean by nothing?
Just this Mofra. No. What have you contributed to MPP? What have you contributed to MPP that Kennedy Japan?
Is it making it personal?
No, I'm not making it personal. But the way you are saying it, Kennedy Japan, the person that is saying that, look, the person that is saying that is not a small boy. Kennedy Japan has been in MPP since 1992.
That's why I have an issue with people like him.
No. Then you have. If you bring this issue, then you have.
Look,
for me, you have.
I am telling you
because Kennedy has been in MPP since 1992. You understand? Kennedy has been in MPP since 1992. He has lived in Ghana. Kennedy has established a lot of companies in Ghana.
What does he mean?
He has built a lot of houses, estates in Ghana. He knows the country more than you. You just have the Mofra. You understand? He spent a lot of millions of dollars in MPP. He's saying the truth that he wants to match what Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And you are sitting here saying he's not the best. Nkrumah is not the best.
That is according to Kennedy Japan.
Can you contribute one city to MPP?
Please.
Just that they have contributed. They have employed people in Ghana for decades. Since 1992, he has experience. He has worked the breadth and length of Ghana, and he's given his credit. And you are here.
So because
you are not even in Ghana, you are here because of bad leadership. You run to someone's country, and you are even.
But are we all not here?
Yes, I'm here.
You
are here. But that's why I don't support them, because if that,
so
if they were good people, like I will not come here. So you don't have to say Nkrumah was not good.
That is your
not
decision.
Because it's your own opinion.
That is your decision.
Skepta saying that if Nkrumah was to be president today, he would have stayed in Ghana.
No. Even if the MPP and NDC go to opposition, I'll go. I'll pack my things and go.
He's just making noise.
I'll pack my things and go. No, I'm not making noise.
He's just making noise.
Look at the comment section. I'm not making noise.
He's just making noise.
I'm not making noise.
He's just making noise.
I'm not making noise.
How can you say Kwame Nkrumah?
No.
Wasn't not Ghanaian to overthrow Kwame Nkrumah? Wasn't not Ghanaian to believe that Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown?
He's a doctor, please.
Wasn't not Kwame Nkrumah?
You not even rate his shoe.
Wasn't not Kwame Nkrumah?
I don't have to. I don't
have to reach his shoe.
But I know in Ghana.
I don't have to reach his shoe.
What you say here today, self, I'll not even stop when you are talking, because I know that your mind is so small. No. Yes. I have to say it straightly. Yes, I have to say it.
Now it becomes personal.
Look.
This is an insult.
I'm telling you something.
This is an insult.
It's not insult.
No, you're insulting me. You're insulting me.
If you like, put Osaje for the
You're insulting me.
No, I'm coming.
No.
I think viewers we have to.
I'm sorry. I'll
Look, we all have diverse opinions. You believe in Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I don't believe in Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. You understand my point? So you don't tell me, look,
you and me, I like it. But the way you said it, that he's not the best. He's not the best. No.
How can you say he's the best? On what category is
that is
the
why I'm
best?
saying that you have not seen life.
So
you have not seen anything.
Look at this.
So from the Dankwa Buzia tradition, who do you
this.
compare to Osajifo?
Look at this.
So we allow viewers to vote right now.
From what?
The Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition.
I've sat here and said that to me, the greatest president Ghana has ever had is President John Ajay before.
Okay.
To me, I've always said this and I always say it
Okay,
again.
so viewers, those listening to us, go to our Facebook page, go to our TikTok page,
Look.
to our WhatsApp page and let's finish. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. We are going to put it on our TikTok page tomorrow. We are going to put it on our Facebook page tomorrow. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and His Excellency John Ajay Kufuor, who stands tall.
The man.
When it comes to presidency.
I really want to address something.
Okay,
see, people like Scarecrow, they don't really understand the current geopolitics and the geoeconomics. He is sitting here telling me rubbishing the privatization of John Ajay Kufuor. He is sitting here telling me this, that what can privatization do for a country? does he really know economics? And then he's sitting here saying that what can privatization
Ghana better than Kufuor? Someone who took Ghana to heavy indebted poor country. Kufuor. He's for our currency now.
Please.
Ask yourself, where are these red coins? Europe here, they do the red coins. We use it. The sentiment, we use it. Ask yourself, where is Ghana?
When you are talking, I didn't talk. Allow me to make my point.
No, you are talking about Kufuor.
Please,
then I also want to challenge you something.
Allow me to make my point.
Okay, you make your point.
Allow me to make my point. So you understand my point. So what I was saying is that if you don't really understand the geopolitics and the current geoeconomics of the world, you will sit down here and rubbish anything. Look, if governments continue to spend, what it will lead to is higher inflation. That is why we in the NPP believe in democracy, rule of law, and then privatization of the economy. That should the economy thrive. It is the private sector, it is the private business that should lead the charge. It is not the government. The government is only to serve as a referee. You understand my point? That is why in Kufuor, banks were chasing people to come and take loans. Because why? The private sector was allowed to operate freely, and then it created a lot of wealth in the country. So you can't sit here and tell me that I should compare Kwame Nkrumah. It was John Ajekun Kufuor who moved Ghana from a low-income country to a middle-income country, and then we stayed there since. You tell me here and you talk about Nkrumah because he built schools. Do you know who in Ghana implemented the free compulsory universal basic education? Who in Ghana repealed the criminal libel law? And then you are sitting here telling me today that Kwame Nkrumah. You see, let me tell you something. If you read Article 3, Chapter 1, Article 3 of the 1992 Constitution, everything that Nkrumah stood for, our current Constitution abhors. It should tell you something. Everything that Nkrumah stood for, our current Constitution abhors. It says clearly, Parliament shall have no law, Parliament shall have no power, establishing a one-party state. And abhors everything that Kwame Nkrumah tried to achieve. Yes, he may have his positive that I don't have watched, but to sit here and tell me that because he built a factory, because he did this, the best president ever. That I mean, best is a very big term. It is a very big adjective. On what grounds are you saying? You understand my point? Was it the same Kwame Nkrumah you're talking about? Or he has a different Kwame Nkrumah you're talking about? And you told me that Kwame Nkrumah consolidated 60% of Ghana's current infrastructure. Otabil, we be real to ourselves. I will be real to ourselves. Do you know the number of courts in Ghana? Do you know the number of hospitals in Ghana that successive governments have constructed? Do you know the number of roads that successive governments have constructed after Nkrumah? Do you know the number of schools that successive governments have built after Nkrumah? Somebody who actually led a nation of 4 million people. And then you are comparing it to people who actually led a nation of 15 million people. How will you even be fair to them? So what are we saying that somebody led 4 million, somebody led 15 million, and then the person who led 4 million is better than the person who led 15 million? And then you know that the needs and demands of a particular society are not the same. They are not fixed. From every generation to generation, it changes. Now he's talking about now he's talking about what factory. That is why I'm saying that people like him, they don't really understand the geopolitics. They don't really understand the geoeconomics of the current dispensation. So you can sit here and still be focused on the past and Nkrumah. There has been a paradigm shift. If he doesn't know, I'm telling you. There has been a paradigm shift from manufacturing to we are in the information age now. Now the service is leading the charge in the industry sector. That is why even China can really shift from producing to service organizations. So if you sit here and tell me that yes, he had his positives. But this is the same Nkrumah that was rejected by Ghanaians. This is the same Nkrumah that Ghanaians rejected his coup d'etat in 1966. So in 1969. He shouldn't sit here and make it look like Kwame Nkrumah was a god or something. No, we all know Kwame Nkrumah. We've all heard that institution for Kwame Nkrumah. The last time we listened to Kufuor, somebody who persecuted his political opponents. You sit here and say that this person is the best. So because I disagree with you on the issue, you put me in prison. What you arrest my case? Kwame Nkrumah will never. He is never the best. He will never be the best. He's not there.
So let me read my message before Scarecrow does his final submissions. And the message says that fantastic socialist point of view. Habib says that. Habib says that Scarecrow has a brilliant submission. Bismarck Che, who says that, thank you so much. God bless you. Keep it up. Cash Media says that, that is great. Scarecrow, Cash Media says that, you are a historian, that keep it up. Okay. Pastor Kashia says that this is great for you. So Scarecrow, can you make your final submissions? Then
okay.
I think we'll have this thing for next week. Then we'll do a good one.
What I want to say is that President Kufuor is a very hypocrite person. During Jerry John Rawlings PNDC.
Okay.
They form All People's APP, All People's Party, with Malam Idris Mahama, Obeda Samoa. And you see, when they brought the privatization structure adjustment program, a millennium ago, Kufuor put this into the minds of Rawlings. So they lead the United Nations delegation. So, like as Kofi is saying, they don't believe that the factories should be there. We should collapse it so that Ghanaians can travel to Dubai, to Qatar.
But they believe in the private sector.
Yes, Mahama is doing the same thing. Mahama came, he opened YEA. They don't have mind that no, in Dubai they are not trees there. It's human beings who have established this country. They are going to work at, they are cleaning, they are going to do. Some of them are going to do security. That's the best work there.
I think they've also exported nurses and them.
Okay, to Cuba,
Yeah.
not to Dubai. So, okay. Where are you going? You see? So, Kufuor supported for the state properties to be sold. What I'm saying here, I'm not talking for Osajifo because maybe Scarecrow is no. Even CPP, when I joined them, it's just about 3 years ago. You understand? But I want to speak as a Ghanaian. You understand? So that we can face the reality. Kennedy Japan is not a small boy. How I was saying that he doesn't have experience to challenge Kennedy Japan does not mean I'm undermining him or something like that.
Okay.
If you check Kofi's age and Kennedy Japan's age, I think Ken has more age than him. Even Ken's grandson will be the same age as Kofi. You understand? You understand? But Ken has also invested in Ghana more than you, Kofi. You understand?
In everything, more than Kofi, in everything.
Thank you, you are here.
In everything.
On his mic for him.
When it comes to Kennedy, Japan...
Kennedy said that Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is his role model.
Yes.
And he is the only person that he wants to match.
If you want to
his
make a
achievement.
submission, I think you have to take this.
Then come here.
But my time is up.
Okay, come. Yes, he will close. We will forgive us today. The show is very interesting. So Ken said that looking at the leaders, they have come to rule Ghana. Osajifo is his role model. You understand? And he wants to, if Ghanaians give him or the MPP give him the chance to lead the MPP, and Ghanaians give him the chance, he will match up to Osajifo's achievement. So when Otabil put this, they say, oh, but the UP people always say Nkrumah was bad leader. He take Ghana's money to this place. He took this to this. So why are they not comparing themselves to their forefather? People like J.B. Dankwa, people like Professor Buzia, because they said he was the best African student. But they rather compare the achievement to Osajifo. Then it's to tell you that the UP is hiding something from Ghanaians. You understand? Look at what Ken said.
Thank you very much, Scarecrow. I think this very conversation is very, very interesting. It's unfortunate we are running out of time. But then, when you pay enough attention to Honorable Kennedy Japan, he keeps saying that he is the only MPP member and a proud MPP member who still understands and loves the ideas of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Sure. He has said it countless times. Yeah. That he believes in that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was someone who was there for Ghana, and that he also have that same mentality and ideology.
But Kofi is here.
When it comes to when it's about Kofi, I don't want us to even go there because, like you said, when Ken was
he has invested in Ghana.
Has Kofi even invested in his school before?
Yes. Anyway,
where is Kofi?
No. These are some of the things that I disagree with.
Where is Kofi?
Look. Age. Has
Kofi invested in your microphone before?
Look. It's not what he has that he invest. And then the one one day. And then the most one of us made the bay.
And you know they all want about there.
But the one thing, any minimum bay, only to the second bay. So you was sitting and told me, say, obey the secret.
But point of correction. Honorable Kennedy Japan is not using just his money. He's using everything when it comes to politics.
So that is what he
Everything
has.
that we are talking
That is
about.
what he has.
Honorable Kennedy Japan.
That is what he has.
His impact on the society.
That is what need to my impact on the society.
On whose society are you talking about?
On whose society? On whose society?
Ghana and across. You are talking
across.
where?
Where in my area? What
You are talking about area. We are talking about area. Kennedy is talking about worldwide. We are saying area.
Kofi is the current. He's the current spokesperson for MPP Hamburg, Germany. He's the current.
It's not even certified.
It is now.
It is not certified.
It is now certified.
Mr. Otabil, it is not certified.
It is now certified.
I bet you. I challenge you.
Now.
Kofi cannot prove. Kofi cannot prove that. No.
So you see what I was saying. So because he has money and he has been able to do it on the beggar level.
It is not about money. It's not about money.
It means he has sense. No.
It is not about money.
Let me come here.
When Mr. Otabil, when Kofi sits here and says that the caliber of Honorable Kennedy Japan, regardless of because if he has money, that is why people feel he has sense. Kofi is a child for him to even use those kind of words for Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Look,
You don't even have to use those kind of words for Honorable Kennedy Japan. The caliber of person he is. Why do you have to utter this kind of words? But then you cannot alter those words.
in account. I'm coming.
What effort are you talking about here?
What effort are you talking about?
The effort of Kennedy Japan is well known across the world.
So because he has the means, that is why he is known.
It's not because he has the means, because he has been there. He has done a lot. Where have you been?
Within my own means.
Where have you been?
Where has he also been? Where has he also been?
He has been a 5-time member of parliament.
I have been a 2-time TESCON president. What are you also telling me?
You are talking about TESCON.
I am talking about. You are also talking about MP.
It's okay.
What are you also telling me?
Are you saying TESCON is bigger than MP?
I'm not saying. Are you also saying MP is bigger than TESCON? Are you all not making impact in our own right? Are you all not making?
But you and I know MP is bigger than TESCON.
No, you don't know anything. Are you all not making impact in our own right?
TESCON.
Are you all not making impact in our own right?
University, certain university.
So you think it is easier to get intellectuals, right? You think it's easier to get intellectuals? Has he ever had any intellectuals before?
Who?
Has he ever had any intellectuals before?
But look at your constituency.
Look,
Do you know the number of people, intellectuals living in the constituency?
It doesn't mean. Has he ever had any?
I'm asking you a simple question.
Has he ever had any intellectuals?
Do you know the number of people living in the constituency that they are intellectuals?
Has he ever had any?
No, we are all young guys in politics, trying to have a political future.
You don't make an assessment.
But you don't come sit down and be using some kind of utterances about somebody who you was part of your members or your family member.
Have I insulted?
Even like
Have I insulted?
no.
To say that he doesn't have a sense, the fact that he is grown doesn't mean he has sense. The caliber of Kennedy.
I cannot compare
I only have
my
your
years
question.
in
The caliber
Europe
of Kennedy
to
Japan.
even
Imagine what you are
Mr.
talking
Desmond.
about.
Mr. Desmond has been in Europe more than me, and his experience, I cannot say that I know much than him.
What?
You understand?
So this is where
No.
I have an issue. I'm saying
No.
that longevity has no impact on knowledge. Longevity, it has no impact on.
Oh,
knowledge.
because the
fact
do you know why he's trying?
the fact that you've been here for a long time.
Anybody coming from Baumia's camp will want to use that kind of mentality. Because now they feel when you talk about longevity, it goes against them. That is why they are doing that.
Look at this man sitting here.
You are telling me here your 16 years in MPP is better than somebody who has spent over 32 years.
If you go to hospital,
What is the impact of what is it? And you are telling me today that you have impact.
And the doctor is 16 years old. Tell me because he's 16 years old.
It is not about me.
It
It is not about a doctor being 16 years old. Stop it.
Me, I should stop it. I'm telling you, longevity.
So let us run it up.
Longevity has no impact on knowledge.
This is happening Friday. Hey, there's club in the house on Friday. Friday, Radio Top Afrique is having our first and last club for 2025. Charlie, wherever you are, come Friday on the 12th of December at the premises of Radio Top Afrique. Charlie, we are going to have a club. Hey, DJ Junior is going to do the clubbing. There will be food, there will be drinks, and there will be a lot. Come and buy food. Charlie, on Friday they will be watching around. This Friday they will be watching and there will be some drinks. Come with your ladies, come with your guys, and come and have fun, come and drink, come and dance to the music as we DJ Junior drives you through the night. The show starts at 10 p.m. Charlie, and you at 10. If you have nowhere going, tell a friend to tell a friend that on Friday we are going to rock and roll. Charlie, for the first time, I'm going to be in a club. I've not been in a club before, so for the first time, I'm going to clap this Friday on the 12th of December. Tell a friend to tell a friend, come around and let's have fun. Scarecrow and last West. Charlie, today your show is heated. The heat is too much.
Yeah, it's part of the program. It's part of life. You know, it's good. But what I want to say is that it's not that we are undermining Kofi. Like I said, they say that
Yeah.
Kennedy Japan has been a member of the MPP over a decade. Before maybe you were born, you understand. Mm-hmm. And apart from that, he has also invested in the country. He knows the cons and the pros of Ghana. Mm-hmm. You understand? So when Ken is saying or giving this kind of speech that almost 60% of the infrastructures in Ghana were being done by Osajifo.
He knows whatever thing that he's saying.
Of course, because Ken is almost he's the same age like Ghana, almost 60 something. You understand? So he has seen leaders upon leaders. He has seen Osajifo, Ankara, Buzia, Rollins, Champon, Frifa, and Fred Kufu. He has seen all of them, and he's giving his verdict. You understand, on the leaders that they have come to rule the country. Mm-hmm. And if he say that all the infrastructures in Ghana, 60% of them was done by Osajifo, and he's the only person he wants to match up, his achievement. He's not the only person who is saying that. When Nanadu came, he was also comparing his leadership, lifestyle, qualities, or achievement to Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That's why I always say that the UP people, they have problem, they have secret, they have to tell Ghanaians, they have to go on their knees and beg Ghanaians that please forgive us for overthrowing of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Because Ken, Nanado, they don't compare their leadership qualities or achievement to JB Dankwa and Buzia. You understand? So we are not undermining Kofi, but for me, like I said, Mr. Desmond, he came to this world more than me. He knows something maybe I don't know. That's why the fact that you read from books, we have people who also witness with their own eyes. There are some things it cannot be seen in the book. You understand? So if such person is giving a verdict, you don't need to undermine Kennedy Japan. Like you are his size, he can take care of you. You understand? And if Ghana is good for you, I don't think you will come here. You understand? Because we all came when MPP and NDC were in power, not Osajifo. When you came here, was it Osajifo who was in power? No. So we have to admit it that this man is the greatest of all time. BBC, the whole Africa, people that were not from Ghana, they even voted for. Even Mandela. BBC thought Mandela would win the election. He lost. And they went there and said, no, ask me, who did I voted for? So Mandela was telling the people that he himself, even though his name on the ballot paper, he never voted for himself. He voted for Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So I thank Kennedy Japan for giving this credit to Osajifo, but it doesn't mean I support him. You understand? Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Scarecrow, for coming. I think we have a lot to talk, so next week we're going to do the talking more. And the show has been interesting today. As you already know, on Friday, tomorrow, let me make the announcement again. This is what we are going to do. There is going to be an in-club on radio on Friday, 12th of December, from 10 p.m. Charlie till you drop. Club on radio. Come around, let us clap. There will be Afrobeat, Amapiano, dance hall, hip hop, hip life. The address is Vance Vega Chose number 15. Charlie, ladies, it is free. You just come in, you buy your drinks, and there will be food for you to eat. So buy your drinks, buy some food, there will be watching to buy. Then, Charlie, the dancing and everything goes on. Thank you very much for joining the show. I remain your servant, Otabil Jr., and I'm going to come your way again. You're going to see me again on Friday. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.